So these are some seats from a 2014 BRZ, and this is my '05 Lexus IS300. And I'm making this video to see whether or not these seats will fit in an IS300 with little to zero modification or without any modification. So you can find these kind of seats in a FRS, GT86, and BRZ, whatever. They're all the same chassis from I think 2013 all the way to 2020. I think that's the last model. But yeah, there are little to no forums talking about it. I think there's only like 1 or 2 forums that talk about whether or not this seat will fit without any modification. And there's only one guy in the UK that talks about fitting these seats in his IS200, not 300. So yeah, that's what we're gonna find out today. All right, before I try to put the seats in the IS200, if you're new to this channel, my name is Siraj. Please like and subscribe. I put out these videos every Sunday, and they're just whatever I like to do. So let's get to it. The best way to put the seats is usually put the ass end first, like this, and then have it not work. So let's try to figure out another option. All right, I adjusted the sliders so they're not getting in the way, and I'm just gonna put it in like this. All right, 80% of the way there. Remember not to hurt your back while doing this. All right, so, and the big reveal to see whether or not these seats fit. So they fit in the cabin right now, but do the holes line up and fit? So as you can see, if I try to line up the front hole, yeah, I know it's rusty. Yeah, that lines up. But you see right there, yeah, that's way off. The hole is right there and the mount is right there. All right, let's look at the rear. All right, here's a better look at it. So you see that line, that hole is lined up. This hole is quite a bit off, so I'm guessing an inch or 2 off, and let's go to the back. All right, well, you can't see anything, so let me move the seat forward. All right, so I couldn't get this slider to cooperate, but as you can see with this slider is at like a flat angle, and the mounting hole is at like an angle, if that makes sense. So no, these seats do not fit without modification. But we do have these excessive manufacturing seat brackets that I use for my old seats that I'm going to sell. So I'm going to be modifying these brackets onto this seat and that seat, and I'm gonna walk you through it. All right, so it's the next day, and these seats require quite a bit of fabrication to fit into the IS300. I already tried this seat, and 3 bolts will line up, and it fits up perfectly, except this is in the way of getting the 4th bolt, so I gotta like cut this off somehow. For these Subaru brackets, for the BRZ or FRS right here, I recommend either drilling straight through it, and these little things, I don't know what they're called, rivets, they'll just pop out from the back, or you could get a Dremel and do an X or a plus sign and then drill through it as well. These are a pain in the ass. You need to drill them, but you also need a Dremel around them because they're like spot welds around these brackets right here. All right, and then after that, there's some plastic bits you need to take out of the rails and a little bit more fabrication. So I don't have my mic on right now, but you see you can make these plus sign and then drill straight through it, hopefully. It's gonna take a long time if you have cheap drill bits like this. Buy Milwaukee drill bits or good quality drill bits. They're gonna be like $50 each or $20 each. These like $15 drill bits take so long. I swear, 2 of these take an hour. So 4 hours for the entire corner. Maybe even longer. So yeah, it's quite annoying, but it is what it is. So when you're drilling straight through it, it's gonna bend like this or like shake. So I put this wheel stop underneath like this, and it really, really helps out to get more leverage. But also, if you use a smaller drill bit to drill a hole initially, the step drill bit works better. And yeah, I know I don't have my mic right now, but this job has taken over, what, 8 hours now of my time? I'm just ready to get it, done. But yeah, after you get to like this point, you could really there's many ways to do it. You could use a punch and just hammer it out, or like squeeze it together and then use a punch to hammer it out. But yeah, if you plan on putting FRS seats in your IS300, it's gonna be annoying. So might be worth it, might not be worth it. So this might look a little crazy, but this is the way you have to drill out the rivets. So at first, you get a small drill bit, go all the way through, as you can see here, and then you get a medium-sized step. So, and this is not my professional opinion, but this is just weird. It looks weird, but it does the job. So you just drill through it like this, and go like this. I have it in some engine oil just to like cool it down, and I keep on doing that motion. And then once it starts steaming, cool it down with some oil again. Oil again, and then back and forth. And it started to move. So now, see, drill bit got stuck. Now I'm gonna use these and cut it like this. Yep, right there. And then twist it, and then cut it like this again. Twist it, grab some pliers, and yeah, this is really jank, but it works. And this took me like all day yesterday, which was fucking stupid. And I'm gonna bleep that out, just for the younger audience watching my content. But yeah, you see how it's like stuck right there? Now you gotta get a hammer, like this, hammer up. It's just weird. And you cut into it, and then you try hammering it out. So, let's try that now. Yep, there you go. And then one more and it should be out. So, let me get rid of this thing right here, and let me show you. Right here, and out. There you go, that's how you do it. It looks stupid. It is stupid. Do I recommend this? No, but quite frankly, these FRS seats are way more comfortable than any budget option on the market right now. So they're more comfortable than the NRG, like Prismas, whatever, $300, whatever. They're more comfortable than my R100s right there, the Sparkle R100s. And these were like $150 each, around $180 to $150 each on Marketplace. You can't beat it, but after 16 hours of labor, which that's what I estimate I'm gonna put into this, you decide whether it's worth it or not. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna show you all how to drill this out. I put a tiny drill bit through it, broke 2 drill bits, and then I put a bigger drill bit through it, didn't break that one. Now I'm gonna use a step drill bit like this, and get the rivet wiggled out, and I'm gonna show you how to get this bracket off too. So, oil it, and then the seat is sliding, so I have a jack right here holding it without the headrest. And then there's 2 more things you need to do to modify these brackets, to put your own brackets on. So it's actually a ton of work if you don't have the right tools or right drill bits. Alright, so it seems a little loose now, so I'm going to get a punch and this, and I'm just going to go at it. So as you can see, around the bracket that I'm about to hit, there are marks, silver marks. Those are from me grinding the spot welds. So you need to get a Dremel, and before you can do this, you need to grind all the spot welds around this specific bracket. So yeah, that's just a quick edit. Yep, there you go, Careful, this is gonna be very hot. Let me try this. Okay. Needs a little bit of persuasion. Oh my God, that's actually stuck. All right, one more. Yep, I think that's it. See how annoying this can be? Oh, almost. Now let's try this thing. So yeah, this is definitely the getaway of doing it. All right, that's one piece off. All right, let's try it now with the punch. Come on now. Almost there. Smoking? All right, how about now? Yep, there we go. Finally. Careful, all these things are gonna be hot. So wear your gloves, wear your glasses. And there you go, that's the stupid rivet that has to come out. And since this is rusty, I usually just wipe it and put some black spray paint or some rust reform, whatever. So another thing you need to do with these seats is that you see these two little things right there? You need to grind them down. So there's 4 places that you need to grind down. Well, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then behind here, there's 2. Behind there, there's 2. Because when the bolt is coming from the back, it will hit this. Another thing, so if you're using the excessive manufacturing $120 cheap seat brackets, I mean, they do the job. You need to make this hole bigger that way and make this hole bigger that way as well. Just a little bit with a Dremel and stuff. All right, so I switched to a different camera because my phone's about to die. And as you can see right here, these 2 things, you need to grind down just enough so this bolt can pass on through. And you might need to do some more grinding. But as you can see right here, if the bolt passes through, then when it's coming in from this side, it'll fit. Also, I did say that you have to grind those holes that way a bit towards the rear of the seat. And then you don't have to do any changes here with the holes, but on the side nearest to the transitional, so this is the side with the belt buckle thing, you need to cut from around this big hole that way. Also on the rear of the seat, you need to cut around here off the plastic bits. So the best way to do it is to take it out and then cut it at the end because the bolt can't fit through here either. So there are 2 clips there and there. I know you can't see it, but just with some trial and error with some elbow grease, hopefully y'all understand how to get this out. So the best way to take these little plastic things off is to stick a flathead here and then stick a pick on the other side and pull up. So yeah, there you go. What's funny about this video is that as the hours pass, the quality of the video gets worse, the mic quality of the video gets worse, and you see me slowly lose my sanity because a 4-hour job turned into a 16-hour job, and a 2-minute job turned into a 2-hour job. All right, so let me show you this. This thing came out from the back of the seats, like from back there. I'm gonna show you where to cut it, okay? So, get your Dremel right here, and you don't need a wrench. I realize you just need some pliers. Twist that off like this, and then get yourself one of these circles, metal discs. They're cheaper on Amazon. You're gonna spend an arm and a leg at Lowe's or Home Depot. So then, tighten it on barely like that. And since this is for metal, it just cuts like butter. Watch this. Don't try this at home. Also, these videos slowly, as it progresses, gets less professional and more vlog style. So hopefully you enjoy this kind of shit. There you go, like butter. And there you go, that's all you need. Kobe. Missed. All right, so this is my excessive manufacturing 110 budget seat mount that I got off their website. Here's the problem though. You see these 2 holes? I need a hole right here. in the middle. So you can get a planted seat. I think that's what they're called online, which would be better for this case. But what I have to do is shift it either like this or like this. So I could either have it closer to the door or closer to the transom. I'm gonna choose closer to the transom so there's more room like near the door for like the lumbar adjustment, not lumbar, you know, this adjustment, you know, this, you know what I mean. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna shift it like this. So the logo is facing the door. And because of that, you see this right here, or sorry, it's supposed to be like this on the lower hole. Right there. So you see this right here? This means I can't put a hole here. Like I can't put the bolt in to mount the seat on this one. So I would have 3 out of 4. So what I need to do is past this big hole, I need to chop this off. How do I do that? Well, slide it all the way up, put a protective thing like a microfiber, and just hack away. Hack away. I am losing my mind in this garage. So don't burn the seat. Yeah, after you use the microfiber with metal shards, just throw it away. Look at this. Filthy, covered. All right, let's try this again. So you see how small this cutoff wheel is? I'm gonna replace it even though there's still more life out of it, because it makes my job easier. So this is what I was talking about. You buy one of these 12-pack of these cutoff wheels on Amazon, and you save so much money. If you go to Lowe's and you buy these, I don't know, they're gonna be like 20 bucks for like 3. I think this was like 20 bucks for like 12, which is insane. I can't get it out though. There you go, right there. See? You can get the upgraded versions, which are green, which last a lot longer, but I had to buy this for another job. Another thing you're gonna want to do is also clean the channels where the slides go of any like metal shards, because you don't want that like grinding when you're trying to like slide back and forth. So I'm just using some soapy water right here. I actually spelled this as a kid, so 2008 when I was like 3 or 4. So yeah, soapy water, and just go through it all and then grease it with whatever grease you want. I use the red stuff, red and tacky grease. I use it on literally everything. So yeah, so to drill out these holes a little bit more that way, you need a bit like this, but I don't even think that's the right bit because it's picking up the steel or aluminum. It's getting really, really hot. I'm afraid it's just gonna implode. But as you can see right here, it's working. Like this. Alright, so the holes are finally drilled to the correct size. So it's easier to bolt it from the back end first. So what I'm going to do is hold it right here, thread this through, and then get the shorter bolt, and then put it through here, which is a little bit more difficult. Hold it there. Get the washer, move it to the side a bit, like this. Yep, almost, yep, right there. Put this nut on. It's a locking nut. You can't see because I spray painted it black for some reason. Get another washer, put it right here. Yep. And then you can tighten up the backs really. It won't really affect it. your order of tightening stuff won't matter. But let me get this washer I dropped earlier. Oh wow, look at all those metal shavings right there from the grinding and all that. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my handy dandy electric ratchet and hold the L key from the back, Allen wrench, whatever, L key, Allen wrench, whatever you call it, and then just tighten it. So this is like 30 foot-pounds. That's definitely not enough. What is this? Yeah, it's a 13, and then I don't know what size Allen wrench, because it differs. 30, 40 foot-pounds, it's whatever. Tighten it up to whatever you're comfortable with, except nothing over, like, of course, 70 or even 60. But I don't tighten it much. I mean, I take out my seats often enough. All right, tight enough for me. All right, and then let's see. Okay, a little bit of interference still. There you go. Yeah, I gotta grind these a little bit more. I don't know what's interfering, but something is. All right, the seat's finally done. I'm about to put it inside. I'm gonna show y'all how it goes. So the best way to do it is just to level it like this, dip down the bottom, and pray. There you go, that's step one. You might scratch something, but it's fine. All right, step two, get on your knees, lift, and bam. All right, my back is gonna hurt tomorrow. Let's see how it is. I scuffed up some of the stuff here and there while moving it on the ground, but you know what, for 150 bucks I can't complain. This car is not meant to be perfect. It's meant to be a drift car and a street car. That's fun. And if you're constantly chasing perfection and you never do anything, then you'll never achieve it, because to achieve perfection, you have to start. Why am I getting philosophical? All right, so as you can see, fits pretty nicely, to be honest. And with these IS300s, do the front right bolt first before you do any other bolts. And they might be a little stripped, so just send her. Just send it. Finally, the seats are in. Well, one of them at least. And look at this. Not bad, right? In the IS300. I still have to paint the red stitching black. But yeah, I accidentally scraped this and scraped that. But look, it fits just fine. It slides just fine. You can't see it right there, but let me show you real quick. Hopefully you can see now. Yep, it bolts up just fine. There's a little bit of excess overhang with the thing that I didn't chop, but I didn't need to. Hopefully you could see that. But you could see that one, because I chopped that side, that bolted in easy. And there are no interferences other than this thing, this plastic thing, that round thing, is hitting the center console a bit. But, you know, it's not bad. Not bad. All right, well, the next video is going to be how to dye your red stitching black. So I have two methods for that. So stay tuned for that. You know what to do. Like and subscribe.